Okay, there must be a goddamn psyop going on, because what do you mean there is too much indie animated pilot? What in the my steak is too juicy ass take is this? All over my feed on YouTube and Twitter is the most B-rated ass people complaining that there's an indie animated pilot problem. There's too many pilots coming out. We need to stop. What is going on in your head where you see all these amazing high quality products coming out back to back to back and you think that is some sort of an issue? And because we live in a society with the most easily manipulatable people, you have all these sheeps coming out in droves saying, yeah, you know what, actually, I do agree with you. There is too much good shit coming out. So now companies like Glitch Production gets attacked constantly because, hey, you're picking up too many shows, even though their most popular one is about to end and they just have like 3 new shows that they put on the table and say, hey, these are options. But you're just like, no, I don't want all these beautiful options. What? You just want nothing? You want silence? You can't even argue and say, okay, just focus on the show you have. They are waiting for the amazing digital circus to end before they pursue anything further. That's why you're not seeing anything from the Gaslight District or Knights of Guinevere. It was thanks to Murder Drone's ending that TADC got ramped up and their output increased. And this isn't even a new argument. I've been hearing this same chatter back when Hell of a Boss came out, where people were complaining, why is Hell of a Boss out? Vivian should just focus on Has Been Hotel. Guys, it is literally just 2 properties. It's like turning on the TV and seeing all these channels and complaining that there's too many options. And instead of you being an adult and realizing that you can't watch all of these things and picking your favorite channels, you're like, no, just cut all these other channels and only leave the ones that I personally like, because heaven forbid we have variety. The most annoying motherfuckers on the timeline will just be incessantly chirping about pilot fatigue, like this is the Marvel Cinematic Universe, when no, one is a company that oversaturated the market and then actually kept releasing subpar movies, while the others is like different individuals that are not connected to each other in any way coming out and saying, hey, I have an idea and I want to talk about it. You are not obligated to watch all the Marvel movies like you are not obligated to watch every single pilot that drops onto your lap. You just want to do it because you don't want to feel left out, and that is a you problem. You chose to watch The Gaslight District. You chose to watch Hexians. You chose to watch Pretty Pretty Please, I Don't Want to Be a Magical Girl. And then one of those 2 doesn't jive with you, but because you're afraid of FOMO, you do not want to not be in the fandom and see all these people making fan art and talking about it and geeking out. So you feel, okay, let this thing just not exist so I don't have to interact with it. It's the lack of maturity that's annoying me. As a millennial who grew up in the 2000s and we had so much options, there's Cartoon Network, Nickelodeon, Disney Channel, and you had to pick what you want to watch that evening. Am I watching Samurai Jack, Kim Possible, or Danny Phantom? And they're all on the same time block. You had to choose. But in this day and age with streaming where you get to pick what you want, I feel some people have gotten so greedy and entitled. You don't have to watch everything. You gotta pick and choose, bestie. You gotta be an adult in the room. And just because your ass is getting overwhelmed by the quote-unquote oversaturation of good shit is not our problem. I have more than enough time to watch all the shows girly pop. As it stands right now, I still have more indie projects I need to get to. I still haven't watched Ramshackle, and I feel like that was one of the first shows to get like really backhanded with these, oh, we're getting oversaturated, because it was a show that was not connected to like the Helliverse or anything Glitch Productions. And for some people, side-eyeing that one YouTube video that I watched that was trying to argue that it wasn't a good pilot, for some people, it didn't get the amount of views it used to. And I find it ironic because these people are so view-focused that they feel like Ramshackle is a failure, but then Knights of Guinevere, who everybody thought was going to dominate the Gaslight District, didn't get as much views as it. And I saw people on Twitter literally having meltdowns at the idea that Knights of Guinevere might not get greenlit, but the Gaslight District will, even though they like COG more than whatever the acronym for Gaslight District is, because they like one over the other, but they cannot conceptualize a world where the one that they like doesn't get made, because of course the one I like has to be greenlit. It's the good one. Huh? The fans of the Gaslight District feel the exact same way and they have the numbers to back it up. Do you see how useless your argument is under scrutiny? Because at the end of the day, both shows might get greenlit. Unfortunately for you, it is a company. Marketing and money is gonna market and money. And with Game Overs coming right around the corner, these people that already felt so overwhelmed are just, they feel like they're holding a Jenga, they're juggling a Jenga tower that's about to fall in around them. And it's like, no, bestie, girly pop, my beloved. You do not need to do this to yourself. This is a solely self-created problem. Calm down, take a deep breath. The pilots are not attacking you. People who have ideas finally have the funds, the motivations, and they see the landscape has changed enough to support indie projects more than traditional ones. Because I don't see the same complaints after like Disney Channel or whatever remnants of Cartoon Network remains. Same with Nickelodeon, where you just have to eat whatever slop they give you. You have people with passions and you just feel like there's too much to keep up with, but you also have this deafening fear of missing out. But we are on the internet. Whether you get to this pilot now or in 10 years, hopefully the internet will still exist and you are not lesser for getting to it on your own time. We have good shit coming out. Do not ruin it for the rest of us with this unwarranted crusade against indie pilot creators. They're already facing the titans of the animation industry. Do not add to their already almost insurmountable problems. That's it. That's the video. Thank you for watching. I needed to get this off my chest. Don't forget to drink some water and remember that you are loved. Mwah. Bye-bye.